Hello, my name is Ramsey Musalam, and welcome to Educational Technology 531 at Concordia University. This is the second class that I've taught through the Educational Technology Master's Program at Concordia, and I'm really excited to talk to you about this important process of becoming a more connected educator, learning from those at your school and those in the larger global community. A little bit about myself, which I think is most important thing before we start. Here's my family. I live in Petaluma, California, where I'm currently in my 17th year of teaching. Spent my first 15 years at Sacred Heart Cathedral Preparatory High School in San Francisco. And in 2014, moved out to a beautiful Sonoma County with my family. This is my wife, Jessica. She's a special ed teacher. My 9-year-old, Riley. My 6-year-old, Emma Lou. And my 2 twin sons, that's Samuel on the left and Jasper on the right. So obviously starting off with the most important connection that which I have with my family. I encourage you to connect with me on Twitter. We're going to talk about lots of different social networks, and actually your first assignment this week is to start enrolling in various social networks to start to become familiar with the many mediums and outlets we have to become connected educators. There is my Twitter handle at @RAMusalam, Musallam, and Twitter has really changed my life as an educator. I truly believe that it is one of the best mediums for teacher professional development, online or in general. I've learned so much, and I've done a lot of work curating a group of learners, teachers of science, like myself, but a lot of other educators. And we'll be talking a lot about Twitter and other similar interfaces throughout. A little bit more about me, and I'll have this linked in my website, my Blackboard instructor contact site. This is my personal blog, cyclesoflearning.com, and I really encourage you to check it out. And if you haven't already, one thing we're going to talk about in this course is the idea of sharing your work. I love what a colleague of mine, Adam Bellow, said in one of his keynote presentations. If you are not sharing what you do as an educator, you're being selfish. And I think sharing your awesome work is really important. So the homepage of my blog is outlined by categories. And if you want to learn more initially kind of about my work, you can click on the starter pack and it'll walk you through some of my graduate research and things that I'm really passionate about. I'm a huge advocate for inquiry-based learning and leveraging the power of student curiosity. And if you want some more information about that, just click this About tab. You can watch this video. I've been blessed to do a TED Talk that will walk you through my personal mission as a teacher. You can check that out. I recently wrote a few books. Most recently, this book called Spark Learning, which takes the TED Talk and really unpackages it for people. And I'm only sharing this with you because I want to connect with you. I may not meet any of you in person, and I think the first thing that we should really do is ground ourselves in our individual passions. So I'm going to get to read your discussion posts, but this is my way of sharing my life and my work with you. So now more to your work. On the Blackboard shell, make sure you check out this Meet Your Instructor area. You're going to see information to my phone number, personal blog link, some background history, and then links to all the modules for the class. So this is going to follow a similar structure that you've had in classes before, with discussion posts Thursday and Sunday, sharing your own work and replying to classmates, journaling, and you're going to be completing 8 assignments. So let's take a look at the syllabus really quick and just go through some of the driving questions and topics for each week. Like I said, this class is all about developing a culture of connectedness with other educators. So in this first week, we're going to answer these questions. What is a connected educator? And you're going to be reading Chapter 1 and the introduction of our class textbook right here, the Connected educator. So great book. I've read it a few times and used it in other classes that I've taught. And you'll be talking about this idea of communities of practice. In week 2, we're going to be talking about developing a connected learning model for implementation. In week 3, we're going to be talking about this idea of metacognition and learning how to learn in the 21st century, and discussing and reading about copyright. In week 4, we're going to continue to amplify and talk about this idea of a collaborative culture. In week 5, we're going to be talking about the tools that can support this idea of online learning. That was my last class, 523, of developing connectedness and online learning. In week 6, we're going to be talking more about global collaboration. In week 7, we're going to be talking about the momentum that's needed. So sustaining this momentum and collaborating across other schools and across other disciplines. And in week 8, we're going to be talking about the distributive model of collaboration, along with some predictive analysis as to what the future might hold with respect to leadership and collaboration. So that's a mouthful. The main thing I really, really want to emphasize, and I say it here in my syllabus. Let's go to the top. These look very similar. Contact methods. Please reach out, email, text, whatever works for you, and I promise to get back to you within a couple hours. You're all going to receive a phone call from me this week. Pick it up. Let me leave a message. Either way, I just want to put another moment of voice to the name and just reach out, hopefully have some conversations with you guys before this semester starts. So excited to have a great semester. It's really serendipitous that we're taking this class over the summer. Growing connected as an educator really, really happens over the summer when you're going to conferences and you have some breathing room to really think about developing this community, not stuck in the lesson planning grind. So thank you very much, and I look forward to it. And by the way, I'm in my home office right now because I do have 4 kids, so it's a little walk-in closet office, so I apologize if that looks a little random. And my unshaven self, I just got back from camping with my family. Take care.